Hi everyone, it's Roland Tech Virtual Assistant. I am Roland based in the Philippines. Today I am going to be talking about the challenges and difficulties we do experience as virtual assistants. Specifically, I'm going to be talking about these challenges and difficulties from the view of my country, Nigeria. Before I will hit this conversation properly, I would love to give shout out to all my Nigeria virtual assistants. I give shout out to Sadiq Umar. You have been a great inspiration and a great tutor, a great coach in Africa and beyond. Shout out to Omawumi, VA Academy. You have been a great coach, a great tutor in Nigeria, Africa and beyond. Shout out to Get Up and Get Rich VA. You have been a great coach, a great tutor in Nigeria, Africa and beyond. Shout out to Job Hunters VA. You have been a great coach and a great tutor in African and beyond. So if I don't mention your brand, that doesn't mean that you are not doing perfectly great. You are all great as a virtual assistant in Nigeria. Now let's hit the conversation properly about the challenges and difficulties we do experience as a virtual assistant that reside in Nigeria. Now the challenges are much, but I'm just going to list few for a better understanding. Now, the two bigger major challenges that we do experience as virtual assistants residing in Nigeria are non-stable electricity power and non-stable internet connection, Wi-Fi. So these are the two big major challenges that we do experience as a virtual assistant residing in Nigeria. These two major challenges might be so little, but has a very huge disadvantage on virtual assistant residing in Nigeria. As a virtual assistant, or rather as an aspiring virtual assistant coming into the industry to become a virtual assistant, thinking about the disadvantage of becoming one, we make he or she even give up before becoming one. Okay. So why did I say this? When you think about the not stable electricity, and you know very well that without stable electricity, it will be much more difficult to work any digital work online. Now, these two challenges can cause a very huge difficulties to the new beginners to virtual assistant, or rather the aspiring virtual assistant to, and this is what actually mainly discourage the new beginners to virtual assistant. And this also affects the area of when a virtual assistant is bidding for job, like for example, remote job, hybrid job, or on-site job. And that is the more reason why a Nigeria virtual assistant residing in Nigeria bid more on remote job rather than on-site job or hybrid job, because most of the on-site job and remote job is more of less and few in the country, which is just in few city in the country, in the city of Port Harcourt, Abuja, and Lagos. Those are the only city where you can find either on-site job or hybrid job. So most of the Nigeria virtual assistant bid more on remote jobs so they can work internationally with international clients while working comfortably from their home Zoom or from their home office. So that is the reason why it is much difficult. Now, let's also talk about as a remote worker, you're bidding for a job internationally, you're bidding for a remote job from international company, or rather from international clients, and you submit your resume. Most of the international clients, they don't mostly hire the virtual assistant, most of the virtual assistant in Nigeria, because of these two challenges that I make mention of earlier, which is the non-stable electricity and also the non-stable internet connection. But the reason why they still hire Nigeria virtual assistant, because Nigeria, they do most of the time, they do their very best to come up with a much alternative to make sure that they get this stable electricity and also stable internet connection, making a lot of alternative, getting more internet Wi-Fi to make it 2, 3. Sometimes we can have like 3 to 5 internet Wi-Fi just for alternative to make sure that our job still runs smoothly with our international clients. And also for the electricity, we like to have a backup like a power bank and of course alternative power supply to back it up to make sure that we don't fall out of line while working for international clients. So it is very, very difficult most of the time on the Nigeria virtual assistant that are residing in Nigeria, because we do extra more. We do more than how it should be to make sure that we make the job so easy and we make the job go or work smoothly without any complaint from our potential clients. So it is very, very important that we know this as a virtual assistant residing in Nigeria. So as a new beginner to virtual assistant or aspiring virtual assistant, or rather you are planning to become a virtual assistant, I don't want you to get discouraged, or I don't want you to give up on your career because of the challenges and difficulties you might likely experience while becoming a virtual assistant residing in Nigeria. So I want you to also know that there is no success without hard work. So you need to put on the hard work before you can achieve success. If you are a new beginner to virtual assistant and you are experiencing challenges and difficulties while trying to become a virtual assistant, hit me up on the comment section. Tell me that difficult things or that challenges that you are going through as a virtual assistant, or rather as a new beginner to virtual assistant. Let's talk about it in the comment section. And if you watched this video to this stage, I hope we learned something today. And if you find this video interesting and helpful, feel free to give it a like, subscribe, and follow for more. You can as well share this video to reach more audience. See you in the next video.